The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament proclaimeth the work of his hands. In another psalm we read, The heavens shall confess thy wonders, O Lord, and thy truth in the congregation of the saints. In his first epistle to the Romans, the Apostle Paul writes, For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead. The existence of God is evident in creation. And as we observe it, we may come to know some things about God, about his attributes, as the scripture says, or qualities. We can see his power, his sovereignty. We can see that he exhibits principles of harmony and beauty. But though the apostle in the same passage writes, what may be known of God is manifest in them, is manifest to the peoples of the world. There's a difference between knowing about God and knowing God. Though the human mind can know that there is a God, and God has made this evident, nonetheless, to know God is a different thing. And that is why in the Orthodox Church we continue to confess that God is ineffable, inconceivable, incomprehensible, that God remains forever beyond the grasp of human mind. That in order to know God, God must reveal himself. And it is this revelation, this incredible mystery that we find in Moses' encounter and calling by God in the burning bush. Moses says these words, Indeed, when I go to the children of Israel and say to them, The God of your fathers sent me to you, and they ask me, What is his name? What shall I tell them? Then God said to Moses, I am the existing one. He also said, Thus you shall say to the children of Israel, The existing one sent me to you. And this is a profound revelation. First, we see that God is the existing one. He is being itself. He is self-existing. All being that we know of is contingent, meaning dependent. Our being is dependent on so many things. We depend on air and light and gravity and food and other people. And the same is true of the mountains and the trees and the sky and the planets and the solar systems and the galaxies, and the universe itself is contingent upon those conditions that pre-existed the creation of the world in order for it to exist. And God alone is different. God has no source, no origin. He is. The second thing revealed to us is that though there is a being who is self-existence, this uncreated, self-existent being reveals himself as an I. I am. I am active in creation. I am living existence. I am aware. I am personal. Other things revealed to us by God are that he is the source of all of creation. He is the creator of both space and time. before the mountains came to be, and the earth was formed, and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art. It is also revealed to us that all being is contingent, is dependent upon the I am. That it is by his will and providence that we are sustained and that we continue to exist. In him we live and move and have our being, as the scripture says. And not only is God the source of all that is, he is its ultimate purpose and goal. In the epistle to the Hebrews, we read, "For it was fitting for him, for whom are all things, and by whom are all things. All things come to be by God, and all things are for God, in bringing many sons to glory." All things exist by God, and all things exist for God. And for us, as human beings, God's purpose in bringing us into existence is to make many sons to glory.